Welcome to this practice. So I was teaching a class the other day, and my dog Huckleberry was being, well, let's call him a good bad boy. You know, the kind of behavior that's both endearing and frickin' exasperating. So he was whining at the door, desperate to see his new girlfriend next door, scratching and crying because he was so in love and so frustrated and so messily himself in his adorable ways. And as I was trying to teach while managing his chaos, something hit me. We're all good, bad boys and girls, aren't we? So find a comfortable seat wherever you are. Close your eyes if that feels right, or just soften your gaze downwards. Today we're going to explore something a little radical. What it means to love all the contradictory parts of ourselves. The parts that are wise and foolish, patient and impatient, deeply spiritual and also completely and utterly human. So let's begin. Take a breath and think about this for a moment. What parts of yourself do you judge as bad? Maybe it's in your impatience in traffic. Maybe it's the way you still get jealous sometimes. Maybe it's how you can be incredibly wise in one moment and completely reactive in the next. Now here's the thing. What if those aren't flaws to fix? What if they're just part of being human? I want you to think of one thing about yourself that you may typically judge. Something you wish you could change or improve. Got it? Now, instead of trying to fix it or make it go away, just say to yourself, I am a good bad boy, or I am a good bad girl. Say it with a little smile in your face, like you're talking about a beloved pet who just knocked over the trash can but looks so darn cute doing it. I'm a good bad boy. I am impatient sometimes, and I'm also learning patience. I'm a good bad girl. I get anxious about things I can't control, and I'm also incredibly caring. Feel how different this is from trying to eliminate parts of yourself. You're not saying these qualities are perfect. You're not saying they don't sometimes cause problems. You're just holding them with affection rather than judgment, like you would with a child. Take another breath. And think about someone in your life who drives you a little crazy sometimes. Maybe because they remind you of parts of yourself that you don't like. Can you see them as a good bad boy or a good bad girl? Someone who's doing their best with the personality they've got, the wounds they carry, the experiences they've had, the love they're trying to express but may fumble. This doesn't mean accepting harmful behavior. It doesn't mean never setting boundaries. It means recognizing that we're all beautifully, messily, contradictory humans. We're sort of walking paradoxes, right? You can be wise and foolish, patient and reactive, generous and selfish, spiritual and petty. We can be all of these things, not because we're broken, but because we're whole. It's an expression of our full humanness. Take a deep breath and let yourself feel relief for not having to be perfect, or not having to eliminate every quality you've been taught to see as bad. You're a good, bad human. And that's not just okay, that's beautiful. That's what makes us human. Now, as you sit here, notice if there's a little more spaciousness around those parts of yourself you may usually judge. What would change in your life if you could hold your contradictions with this kind of gentle affection, maybe even reverence? If you could be as patient with yourself as you might be with a beloved pet who's just being themselves. This doesn't mean giving up on growth or becoming complacent. It means growing from a place of self-compassion rather than self-judgment and berating yourself all the time. Life's too short to do that. Because here's what I've learned. The parts of ourselves we fight don't disappear. They just go underground and bury themselves and lash out when we least want that to happen. But the parts that we meet with kindness, they have room to evolve and blossom. So as you move through your day today, when you catch yourself being human in ways that you wish you weren't, try this. Take a breath and say, "There I go, being a good, bad human again." And say it with affection, like you would to a dear friend, even when they're being impossible. Because the truth is, you are someone you can love dearly. All of you. Even the parts that scratch the door and whine and cry. You're beautifully contradictory, perfectly imperfect. You're a good, bad human. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Because that's exactly what the world needs. Thank you for sharing this practice. Good luck out there. I love you.